Oh, it's a little bug. It's so cute.
Thank you. Here we go. We're up there. Okay, that's Cody. And we already launched because Cody already had a greeting, but you'll see Cody come to life in just a moment. So Michelle has her iPad. I have my iPad here. You can see each of us. Okay, and see me and Michelle as well. You can see us. So I'm going to take the role of the grandparent, the granddad, and Michelle's going to be my granddaughter. Okay, and so let's see. Let's kick off and see where we might go. So there's Cody. So that's the one. So Michelle just, if you see her in the Zoom window, you'll see she just pulled her wand out and touched it. It came on, and
there we go.
So now there's some activities to select, and let's start with something pretty simple because we are using a real-time sync. So we'll kick off a pizza, and we both get to work together at the same time. And Cody gives us instructions.
One pizza coming up. Tap on the question mark tray to add a super secret topping to your
That's
pizza.
way down there. So now we get to put a pizza toppings on, and very simple open-ended play. And kids like this a lot. There's a bunch of cheese. Ooh, I'll put some more in.
Cheesy.
So we can do this at the same time. Michelle puts on this. I'll put some olives on. We can drag them around.
Broccoli, sweet broccoli, please come to me.
And Cody says things. Let's see. Some tomatoes. We'll put them around the edge. Blueberries. There's funny things as well. Has to be. Like kids who want to cover it with gummy worms.
Oh, yeah.
You know that Kinoo loves pickles?
Oh, Kadoo likes pickles. Oh, there's Kadoo. So he pops in and steals things. And kids, young kids, just all of a sudden they're engaged. It's very simple, but the adult gets to play with them. And the question mark over here.
Mystery button. When you tap it again, you'll get something new.
So I can, in this case, there's shrimp on the pizza or chili peppers. So there's very strange
Bring
things.
that whipped cream over here, will ya?
But there's some whipped cream. So he asked for whipped cream.
Oh my goodness.
So let's go ahead and take some whipped cream here and maybe feed Cody. Oh, he wants more. Okay, Cody. And then, okay, we're gonna stop there. We'll clear it. So Michelle, I have a question for you. Do you know what that is?
That's the letter M.
That's right. And why do you know M?
My name starts with the letter M.
That's right. So there's social emotional learning that's built into this, as well as the opportunity to support letters and numbers. But let's keep going. So this is one very simple activity, open-ended. Let's move on to, we'll leave this activity and go on to another one, which is puts the grandparent and the grandchild together because space is really hot these days. So we've got some space travel, and kids adore this because here we get to go on a space ride together and we prepare for it and then embark on it.
Let's go on an adventure.
And we're both in the space rocket.
For your space passports.
Okay.
Okay. First, put your heads into the window frames. Smile. And take a picture with the green camera button.
Okay.
Do you like it?
We'll
If you
keep.
do, next, make a silly face, like this.
Hmm.
And take the picture. Now, make an open mouth surprise face, like this.
And these get used on our rocket
And
ship.
take the picture. Your passports.
So we each have our own screen. I see my passport. She sees her passport. We get to continue on. And now we get to set the destination to go to the moon. And it prompts us. So here's some numbers and colors. So it says, I tell her, we get to set this to red, Michelle. Can you turn the dials to red? I'll do the bottom one. Okay. And we take turns. Ah, counting. Can you count backwards? All right. So Michelle's doing that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Can I? All right, there we go. Notice this prompt. That's on my screen only. It's not there for the adult. And this is a quote. Michelle, we're a couple of explorers. it's fun to try something new together. So things that I might say, and I can close it. And when we're en route, if I want, I can ask for another prompt. Share a time you saw a rocket blasting outer space on TV and how it made you feel. So there's a lot of ideas on things to do, to talk about, but other things happen as well. Each time we fly to the moon, we might find different, woo, what's that, Michelle? And so forth. And then we get to land on the moon, we get a moon dance, which you'll see, and then we'll move on to the next one. But I love the graphics here. Nice quality. And now we're together, we're in our spacesuits, we're live, and we get to listen to the music. And we also get to, I push buttons and I can dance. I can float like this. I'm pushing my button repeatedly. And Michelle pushes hers. So we get to moon dance. And kids love playing this because they're playing together with Grammy or with an aunt or uncle or a family friend. Okay.
A grandmother tell us once that she's seen a playful, imaginative side of her husband that she hasn't seen since their kids were young. You know, that he's playing and having fun with the grandkids, and this is other personality.
Here we go. Oh, wait. And this gets put in the camera roll on the iPad or your iPhone. So we'll keep that picture. And then we'd say, let's go back home. We'll do a countdown, but we'll move on from here. Okay. So when we get home, there's a ticker tape parade. We fly home. The other activity we should show you is now using KC. So a good one to show here is something that really brings it to life. Oops, let's go here. So we'll go to, this is now baking cookies together. So these are our wand activities. We call it Kinoo connector. And we're gonna make cookies together, and you'll see how Cody plays a role here. So if you look in Zoom, Michelle's just holding her wand up because we wanna make sure it's accurate. And she pushes a button and we're off.
Let's make cookies. Cookies need sugar and butter and chocolate and more.
So I say go, and now I get to pick the ingredients. I can ask Michelle for help and she gets to use them. So Michelle, what should we start with?
Let's do sugar first.
Okay, some sugar. I'm gonna move the sugar over, and can you pour 2 cups in? So she's using her KC, her wand. Go ahead and pour. Nice. All right, what next?
The butter.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a stick of butter. Can you slice it up? In her KC's, the lights change. It's making sound, comes out of it for her as well. Do a little bit more. We need 2 sticks of butter. That's a lot of butter. Each one's a half cup. Do you know what's in the brown bottle?
That's vanilla.
That's right. And vanilla has a nice flavor. There's a teaspoon. And lastly, what are these?
That's the eggs.
Yep, go ahead and crack. And here's another one. And one more. What number is this?
Number 3.
Right. And now see, we move
My
the video
favorite part.
down, we change the screen. There's a prompt for me. So you can see how this is all, we're using the video palette in a different way. There's physical involvement. It's different for each one of us. We're getting prompts and so forth. So this would continue on. We'd make the rest of the ingredients. We'd put it in the oven. We'd bake it. We pull it out. We eat it together. And kids, again, lots of fun. Last one, just to let you pick something. This is another use of our wand. And this one is both we kept these both genders, but this is pretty fun because there's just goofy things here. So now we're fishing.
Are you ready?
So Michelle gets to use her fish. She gets to cast the line, pushes the button and throws it. And then I get to say, Michelle, what should we put on the hook? And I move my finger around and I put the fish on the hook. See the little black guy? It's showing me how to do it. What would you like, Michelle?
I want the eel, please.
You want the eel? Oh, I'm sorry. I put the clownfish on.
All
Go
right.
ahead, reel it in, reel it in. Yeah.
Where you fished? In a riverbed.
How about, what's this called? This guy, do you know the one that's moving all around?
Starfish.
Yes, can you hook him? So we're playing a game. I'm moving my finger around. She's trying to hook him. I put him on. She pulls him in.
Oh,
That's so cute.
So vignettes, jokes, surprises, and then you may have seen, let's see, the lobsters. We're running out of time, but I'll wait for a piece of garbage because we're focused on sustainability, environmentalism as well. In a little while, I'm sure something will float by. Oh, there we go. What's that, Michelle? That shouldn't be here. Can you pull this out?
You got a bite. That's trash. I'll take that.
And a little prompt comes up. Take this time to talk to Michelle about pollution. Why do people throw trash in the sea? And so forth. So we can have a dialogue. So it's little helpful nudges. And you can pull them or they can be pushed. And would you like to pick a fish?
Yeah, let's do the eel.
Okay. Here we go.
You got a bite. Oh.
What's that, Michelle? Ooh.
That's eel, an electric eel.
Poor little guy.
There we
There
go.
he goes.
So I think, Misty, hopefully you can envision what you would be doing with your niece or nephew.
Oh yeah, this is absolutely adorable. I could see them having a good time with that. Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Thanks. All right. We could stop sharing. There we go. So let's stop this guy as well. So I think Michelle spoke before about the type of experience we have, but people are they're playing with it. What we find is, Michelle said before, things like some adults say, I get private time for the first time with my grandchild. They love it because always the parents there, and this time they have their own time. They'll schedule special times. Generally, the playtime is increased from about 5 to 10 minutes before using Kinoo to generally 15 to 30 minutes. So it's just a lot more play, and more so they talk about it, and the kids will say to their families, "Mom, can I Kinoo with Grampy? Or can I Kinoo with Aunt Misty?" So they ask, and it brings out a whole nother side of people, as Michelle said before. We're finding. So and we'll be updating this, so there will be updates to activities as well as new activities that'll be coming, and then the details of the subscription and the cost we can share. But before we do that, any other questions for Michelle? Other comments?
So the little Kinoo controller, is that going to come in other colors, or is it just going to be blue?
For the moment, we started with one because this first product.
Of course.
Ultimately, we created multiple colors for products at Leapfrog, and I would envision that we'll have them. We've even talked about it becoming characters. Right now, we started with the basic form. So for the next months, it'll be in the single color form.
Also, do they have a safety strap on there so the kids don't accidentally throw them or drop them during playtime?
We designed one and we tested and we found out people weren't using it, but I could do it right now. I throw this all the time. Yeah, I mean, I can turn mine on. You'll see it come on and hear the sound, but you know, it's a bit extreme, but it has to pass CPS safety tests and high drop tests, and kids who suck on it, and it's robust and safe.
Okay.
So that's really important. They can throw it, and yeah, it's super strong. So beyond that basic information, so the general pricing of the wand will be $79 with a monthly subscription, $10 a month. We're offering just a launch special where the wand is $49, and that comes with a 1-year subscription. So it's we're just bringing in early adopters at this point. So $49 for the wand and the whole year.
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, frequently you pay that amount for a single game sometimes. So
right. Okay.
Oh, one other thing.
So that sounds like a really great deal for.
So this is the box that it comes in, and
Okay.
quite significant because this box, if you look, It comes with all the instructions are printed on the box. That's it. It's just push, plug, and play. You go to the website, download the app, so it's straightforward. And also the case inside this is a no waste box. What that means is when you take this out, this plastic case with a bottom on it is the tablet tray. And so when I was using my tablet, as you saw, I was holding I put my tablet in this, and there's one side for, you see the thin side here? That's for a tablet that has no rubber protector on it. And if it has a rubber protector, you put it here. So it ends up, I was doing my whole demo. There's the case and there's the tablet holder.
Oh, that's really clever. I like that.
Thank you. We really wanted, there's nothing you throw away with this package, and you can set that on top of the box, the paper box, cardboard box, and put the wire down through this when you're charging your tablet at the same time. So you'll keep the whole box. There's no waste. This is really important to us.
That's a great feature.
Thanks. So that's included as well, because normally you'd have to spend, $10 or $20 or $30 on a tablet holder for this, and it's just there, or you have to kind of prop it up.
Yeah, something that's really important to us is the kid's face being in the screen, since we're trying to mimic being together. And so some of the other video chat technologies, the kids are either looking down, so you see the top of their head, or if they don't have the tablet positioned right because they're holding it, they're not in the window screen. So having a tray was a really important feature for us.
Yeah, I like that. I like that very much. It's a very thoughtful part of the packaging. Most people don't even think about that part of the package.
Thank you.
All right. So other than the pricing there and the future of new games, is there going to be a time where a parent would also have a controller to do like a dual play sort of thing, or is it mostly one-sided for children?
Great question. Yes, the answer is yes. We decided to launch with a single, both because we wanted the kids to be the first user. We wanted the price to be manageable. And also realizing we have some older adults, we wanted to make sure everything was working really well and easily, because it's one more piece of hardware that has to connect. So, but the answer is yes. And right now we're working on one of the key concepts we have that seems to test really well, and we're developing is puppets. So your controller becomes a puppet in your hand. And we have a video as well I could show. Michelle could share it, but there's a concept you could see with puppets that just is really lovely.
That sounds amazing.
Then you get to control your puppets and play together and dance and eat and do things, because people express themselves. They project through puppets. Lots of research on this.
Excellent. Wonderful. Well, I think that covers what we're going to need for, just to introduce this as an article for our website. I'm really excited about the way that play can be done through your through the Kinoo and through the connector. And as someone who's away from and just kind of watching my nieces grow up without me, basically, sounds like a really fun way to connect and play when we can't do so much of that right now. I really hope that this helps build the connection between grandparents and family members who have to be apart due to the pandemic that we're going through, or even just long distance family, because a lot of families are becoming more global family members where they don't get to travel to see new kiddos in the family line.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, agreed. It's much more than COVID. It's when we look at our lifestyles, most millennials, they're away, they're distant, and family, the central family co-located unit is the exception today. And or parents travel from work and they can stay in touch that way. Celebrities, sports figures, we have some that are really interested in this. they get to stay connected. And in addition, there are things that, you know, we'll see what happens with metaverse, but there are things that you can do sometimes with technology that you can't do in person. You can't snuggle and hug, but you can do things with video and with physical types of play that we're creating that extend, and we can give prompts to the parent or the grandparent that they otherwise might not have, or that would be, you know, kind of annoying for a child. So there's this asymmetric, asynchronous, you know, channel that we have for them is pretty powerful. And these little prompts, you can ask for help. You can control something without the child necessarily knowing, and suddenly you're saying, watch, whoa, try this, and the child just sees it happen. But you're the one behind the scenes, you know, kind of Wizard of Oz like pulling the strings, and you have a superpower. And they come back and say, Grammy's really smart.
Yeah. That's
I
wonderful.
didn't know she could do these things.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, that's definitely going to change how kids remember their grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's
thank you
it. We want to
guys.
make those memories and preserve them and have them for both the child, the grandparent, the family. So the whole idea of memories and preservation, as well as just living it. And thank you for the comment. We think it's going to change and bring families closer together, which is what we're all about.